What is peace meant for this country, for our city, for us? And what is our wealth built on? The bloody foundation of our peace. And now all over the world there are bullet wars, civil war, suffering, misery, death.
We are warriors, peaceful. Sometimes we need to not war with police though. Pull through the heat and cease fire after. Speak with fire laughter. Each side mantra is an ode to bleak pyres, wafting the smoke of awkward bodies caught up in tokens of totems of this corporate society. We are not joking, our notoriety precedes us like a wafting breeze of the reefer. Seeds of CBD breeds blossoming in ethers, talking to cops to drop the charges and see through the horrors they've been breeding. We are eons of Nigeru precincts, hair through the hawk watches and sees us. We are apocalypse beaming, lifting a veil for the prophetess to be. Yes, be blessed in sentient trees and seeds, leaves trimmed to read better, heightened brain activity. We bleed sentences and speak weathered storms into enlightened existence. It's quite complex to get this. A bomb text like non-vets, they cross us and we calmly spit sense back at them with mathematics hemmed from black magic densities. We are not men that cannot chart us, our thoughts penned. We are uncharted like star seeds from dark nebulas. We walk the regions where stark beings walk us to stormy winters. We are not at all what they thought us in essence. It's impossible to predict what's uncharted in addicts like Thomas Edison warring with Tesla. It's a lot to talk of, recuérdate. We are a lot more than you can think of. Jot laws that we ink up in fractional instants, flashes and glimpse. Madness makes us master what we sink into, like drunken master siblings with no relation. I flow with no patience, it's so simple, no known hater could diss me. They don't know what to say to me simply. I've lived a lot of war omens and prayers protecting me in opposite senses. Prophets depicted from Bibles that wish they were liable for hellfires, but we slip them into hell's arconic as frosty as the forms of nescience they thought of. You get it, Imani, Om Shanti Shanti. They could not drop us with Glocks or shotguns. They don't know how to talk shit to you and we are voodoo in the flesh with unity between the two of us. Fluid deeds that flew us to places where dubious racists couldn't rule or displace us. They are foolish, complacent rulers of hatred. You YouTube patrons that play my music could lay them flat and screw them up with tools that will blew them up like useless and clueless students of rudish puppets. Their schools and colleges are luckless. We view them and abolish their culprit views and pulpit nooses. They always wish to war with us with. The substance of beauty is what honors us.
Je grave les images de souvenirs lointains, beauté de paysages enflamme mon destin. Les airs d'autrefois déclinaient les saisons, aux innombrables voix ont écrit ma chanson.
We walk the hells and talk with spells as hot as the sweat lodges we meld with when we sweat off the toxins they brelled us. Cough medicines that force us to evolve in karma. Oh, you thought you were better than I know you in the old you got this. Get God quick when I drop you off to your mom's casa without a pot to piss in. Yes, I promise we are not at all what you thought of existence is. Trop d'esprit dans mon corps, yes, you should forfeit quick. God has blessed, you're an awkward prick. I know not how to flow harder, I'm scorpion peppers with molten lava. Ghosts you to farther precincts than they'd known was possible in ethers. Probably you wish you could drop gospels and writs that could blot my collection, but you know what? You know nada. Flow your guts out of your stomachs, imposters. You plummet quick and get deaded by rosters, staking you vampiric constituents in honors. We're at the summit speak, dropping boulders upon you like King Kong. We slaughter Kim Jong-il and ward your daughters from glum illness. Till the sun sets we walk the slums with real ones, caustic nuns and still monks, oracles that reveal sunken civilizations. We civilize nations or kill them depending on if they're colonially woeful and lonely, hoping for atonement. You are like corporate moguls of colonized rising forces all rise to the honorable judge in court. Yes, now fuck you, you bought out commodified orklings. We saw the lives of orphans being prostituted, robbed and looted from all they grew up thinking. We solve problems in war with nuisance talking ink, when you've not but an inkling of our thoughts to think up. Think quick, you sick fucks. We got you slaughtered on a hit list as quickly as you thought you could evolve and shift. Yes, you tried to trick us into wishing different from Pachamama and her citizens. False simians, you are not of Vanara kindred like Hanuman. You had zombies and vampires. We are as hard as the hot sauces you avoid to munch on. Tant pis, vous comprendrez en tant de temps que vous vous tendiez au pas, il était grand temps. Vous comprendrez en tant de temps que vous vous tendiez au pas, il était grand temps. Like the end of times when we met, I wish we could have better expressed our motto. In all honesty, it's not that simple, but still I wish that simpletons belittling gifts could be as witless as nescience is, which they already are. I am restless, still thinking of progress for this society of lies and Myers as listless as anyone. Many men fear me and think they can destroy me effortlessly, but the wickedness of who they are is beyond anyone's thoughts. It's a ploy to annoy and regress us to forms of desolate living. We are blessed with this kindling for fire syntactics and synaptic connections that snap their necks in semantic descriptions. We are not bastards and bitches. We clash with dimwits and acid senses in this mass extinction. Class is not dismissed for Hasidic masters of existence that slash us with toxic venoms.
Take me away from here. All today is clear. You know I see it all so clear. The morning after the rain. Don't worry all the time. It's coming around the bend. Maybe I'm just going crazy. And it feels like
we are not at all what they inked up in their tyrannic or Quranic descriptions. Mad tricks from jinns and horrors make us actually think we are evolving our lack of karma and infinity. She is a goddess indigenous. We are flawed regardless still, but remember, we are not what they tell us. Their hells are just as monstrous descriptions of insidious forms of deception. They riddle us horrid wisdom and wish for us all to be subsentient. Still, subconsciousness is a primordial form of existence. We are gone with the winds of Gaia. They cannot stop us or harm us. We are flocking with kindred and avian phrases made to be saving our days in this matrix, gazing them as sated as shape-shifting natives and Inuits. Nagli Givagit, remember.
and it feels like take me away from here. All today is clear. You know I see it all so clear. The morning after the rain. Don't worry all the time. It's coming around the bend. Maybe I'm just going crazy. And it feels like take me away from here. And all today is pain. You know I see it all so clear. The morning after the rain. And don't worry all the time. It's coming around the bend. Maybe I'm just going crazy. And it feels like the end.
On ne nous croit pas souvent, mais bon, beaucoup de fracas et de coups de vent. On est là quoi tout le temps, c'est assez complexe. Tu vois gars, non, tu ne nous vois pas. Tu crois quoi? T'es trop gras, oui, je me répète trop, mais je te fracasse ta calebasse. Oh quoi? T'as des problèmes avec moi mec, je te crois pas. Est-ce impossible et t'es pris pour cible, ouais. Te hablo de sabiduria y prakriti purusha as the rudest dude in the room, vois. You try to zoom past us, but it's too ghastly. You couldn't possibly outprofit you gospels compiled from the Niles to beyond lost continents. Frost drops you in an off suffering. You like the cold, I spit you old school new fools that try to boldly do more than I do with music. Yes, you're too boring, I screw you up with light arsenals. Born from the stark darkness, from far back in dark alleys. You look backwards when you walk in streets. I hooked you quicker than crooked twisters. You're shook up listening as I backflip swords to teach you the woods lessons. Rainforest pueblos took me to bless me to the midst of pyramidic existence. I bear you afflictions till you're sick and scared in the wilderness. Look up, you see hawks and eagles, falcons that walk in my regions. I am an Anakim being, 13th tribe of the ethers, Egyptian Kemetic watchers and teachers. We are gypsies in essence, Romani peoples. The horrid nutrition you put in our bodies couldn't rinse you from the scores of evils that mingle inside you. I am interim solace. I wish for all of you to get a lot of infinite senses and extrasensory forms of abilities uncharted. Unless of course you're wicked and despicable, lecherously idiotic. Get to me in the synthesis of this text and I promise you won't miss any sense of me and honest. Sense of me wafting when I chill and record this. I got a lot of beers inside me. I'm weird as all hells, but who cares and honest. Fear to lost kingdoms till rulers fail to list us and what our abilities are in deception. We are limitless kindred, we are as inceptions, far from Hollywood. Pollywood rosters incomparable. Often hood when we walk up while you cough and wish we would stop talking. Now stop and listen, drop dead if you got a problem with this and the idioms I drop. Don't be belligerent, you Nazis. I one-punched everyone as far as I can remember always. From the hallways of infinity to the starships we'll cross borders with. The orders gifted us with all of this to walk you nitwits to harmony. Walk with me and you'll see who Jesus is in honesty. As a Rastafarian, I promise you, darkness is primordial. Darkness is primordial.